Hello and welcome to Finding the Mean. You may have seen a previous video where we did mean, median, mode, and range. In this video we are just looking at mean. I have 4 quick problems to demonstrate, and if I'm going too fast, just go ahead and pause, rewind, do whatever you need to do as many of these problems as you can on your own. So when we talk about mean, another word that is commonly used is average. Finding the average of these numbers is the same thing as finding the mean. So we're just going to jump right into it, and again, pause, rewind, do what you need to do to figure this out. First thing you want to do is you want to count the numbers there. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 numbers. And in order to figure out the mean, we add them all up and divide by 10. Now, depending on what class you're in, you may or may not be able to use calculators. I'm going to go ahead and use calculators on these problems. Typically, if you're not supposed to use calculators, they'll probably give you a lot easier problems to add up. So let's go ahead and just use a calculator on this one. So you could pause and go get one for yourself and make sure you know how to use it. So we got 65 plus 80 plus 75 plus 64 plus 98 plus 58 plus 63 plus 72 plus 95 plus 100. Okay, so we got 770. Now what will happen on this is in some classes you may just know how to divide here. As you learn decimals, you learn quickly that you just, when you divide by 10, you move the decimal to the left, so that answer is going to be 77. And if you didn't know that, let's just go ahead and divide. 10 goes into 77 7 times to get 70. 7 times 10 is 70. I subtract, I bring down the 0, and 10 goes into 70 7 times. So you get the same answer. Let's move on. Again, you can pause, stop, rewind, whatever you need to do. Let's come down to this problem right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems, or 5 numbers to find the average. We could bring up our calculator again and go ahead and clear it. We got 550 plus 400 plus 652 plus 352 plus 800, and we had 5 of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and divide this by 5 here, and we get about 550.8. 550.8. So that is the average there, and I could have used long division on that, but the point in this is to make sure we know how to find the mean, and it's relatively simple. You add them up, divide by the number that was there. I was just checking to make sure that it was 550. Alright, let's move on to the third set here. Let's see how many we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 problems to look at. We'll go ahead and bring our calculator back up. I'll go ahead and move it so we can see all the numbers. Clear it, and we got 15 plus 23 plus 14 plus 18 plus 9 plus 16 plus 14 plus 15. 124. Now in this problem, let's go ahead and do a little bit of review of long division. 8 goes into 12 one time, and 12 minus 8 is 4. I bring down the 4. Now let's see, 8 goes into 44 5 times, and we know 5 times 8 is 40. So bring down the 4, and then what you'll notice is it goes into it exactly, so we can say 15.5. 5 and stop right there. So 5 times 8 is 40, and that would subtract to 0. So 15.5 is our answer for the average of these numbers. And again, last one is here, but again, what I was going to say is that you can pause, rewind, and see, especially right now, see if you can do this average before I do anything. So pause right here, and I'll really not have to wait because you could just be pausing it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 numbers. We want to add those up, and let's see what we have here. We got 54 plus 27 plus 13 plus 43 plus 28 plus 15 plus 10. And we get 190. Again, let's go ahead and practice our long division. 7 goes into 19 2 times. That's 14. That's 5, 0, bringing down the 0. And 7 goes into 57 times. 7 times 7 is 49. And you could have guessed and checked if you didn't know that. We'll go ahead and put a decimal point here, which means we have 1 there. We have another 0 to figure out what we have now. Could be 27 with a remainder of 1. But when you're doing averages, you typically do it in decimals. 7 goes into 10 1 time. So we have 7, 3. We got another 0 there to bring down. The only reason why I'm doing this is to see if I'm going to round. 7 goes into 34 times. 4 times 7 is 28 with 2 left over. And I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go ahead and round this to 27.1. 27.1. And so there's my average for these sets of numbers. And again, just practice, practice, practice. This is just finding the mean, and you'll see more videos on finding the mode, median, and range as well. Have a great day.